In this video I will teach you how to use HAZE to easily transform your image into a professional looking one. I'm going to show you the behind the scenes of one of my latest shoots and explain how I used HAZE to achieve a cinematic look. Trust me, using HAZE will completely change the game for you. Let me show you straight away what I'm talking about. So here is an example of a scene without using the HAZE machine, and yes, it looks perfectly fine already. The image looks professional because there is depth in the composition. But then I added HAZE in the background and it was like putting a cherry on top of the cake. It just adds that magical final touch to the image. A quick disclaimer though, in this specific shot I should have probably waited for a minute longer before shooting this take, because it was still a bit too much of HAZE left in the background for my taste. You shouldn't overdo it, but it does depend on the style and mood of your video, so yeah, keep that in mind. And then in the second part of this tutorial I will also do a quick review of one of the best budget HAZE machines you can get in my opinion. It's really not expensive and I highly recommend you invest in one, especially if you are working as a professional videographer. And hey, if this is your first time here, welcome to this channel. Here we talk about everything filmmaking related and also about cinematic FPV drones, which are becoming really popular lately. So if this is the type of content that you enjoy watching, a subscribe is really appreciated. Thanks. Okay, so what are the main reasons to use HAZE in your videos? Essentially what HAZE does is it adds particles into air that weren't there before. So it puts texture into empty air that consequently creates depth in your image and helps you separate your subject from the background. For example, it can really save you if you are shooting in a boring location or if there is a lot of distracting elements in the background. Well, using HAZE will help hide them. And on top of that, it also makes light more seeable, it enhances the light rays, which looks really nice if you ask me. It also helps you create a more dramatic scene if you're using a strong backlight source, because the flares pop out and I love to have them behind my subject. It just makes the image way more interesting to look at, and HAZE enhances the light even more. And that's why the Hollywood films and professional sets use HAZE as well, and you will notice it next time you go to the cinema if you haven't already. The one thing I'd advise you to do before using HAZE is to turn off the fire alarm if there is one, because using a lot of HAZE can trigger the alarm, so keep that in mind to avoid any potential fun situations. Okay, so what is the best budget HAZE machine? The one I used is the Equinox Vapour 1000. It is capable of producing HAZE in a matter of moments, literally. As you can see, the place I was filming in was pretty big, but I had no problem hazing it up in, let's say, less than 30 seconds. You simply add HAZE fluid, turn it on, wait for approximately 2 minutes for the machine to warm up, and you're ready to HAZE. You can also adjust the smoke output intensity in the digital menu here. I had it set on around 30 to 40 and the smoke output was more than strong enough. Yeah, and you need to wait for 2 minutes just for the first time. After that it warms up much faster. There was also no smell in the air because it uses a water-based HAZE fluid. It's not oil-based, which is really good because it's more environmentally friendly and it's also less likely to trigger the fire alarm. So all you need to do is set the intensity, haze the place behind your subject, and you're ready to shoot. And the place stayed hazed for a few minutes, so it's not like it disappears immediately. You have more than enough time to get a few takes, unless there is wind blowing, I don't know, through somewhere, and that's another story. I can't think of any cons about this specific HAZE machine. Just make sure that you have a long electric cable with you on set, because you can't use it with batteries. So to sum it up, this is a product that you will definitely keep using for a long time, and trust me, you will use it a lot when shooting indoors. So yeah, use the HAZE machine to create some magic on your next filmmaking project, and if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and yeah, I guess I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.